Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Washington State Cougars offense takes the field. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Westbrook.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Pressure coming. The throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Washington State going back to work on first down. They'll give it to the back. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Nevada's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce? From a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things.
There he goes. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Let's talk for a second about Nevada. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. On the run, it's Crawford. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Owens. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Nevada. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook.
If you try to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Westbrook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burns. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Oh, what a move. Washington State has it in the red zone. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the offense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got the back over the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. The quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Going to the ground. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Crawford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. At the 20.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know off...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over. The offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Nevada ripped off a huge chunk on the ground, and now they'll try to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Curry. Gonna let it fly. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. He's at the 30.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Lowers those pads. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown. And touchdown, Cougars. And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
Just keeps moving. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Nevada offense really has it going. To the air, it's Curry. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. He's going to let it go. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Woods. Got the first down and more. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on the hat, creating the explosive run.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Kruger. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And a great job by the QBs, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass.
I don't know how short he is.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
He was smoking a cigarette the whole time.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. San Diego State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 6-1-9. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The Wolfpack will get the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It was a lot, but it wasn't like...
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Curry. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Owens. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
I gotta check. I have to.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! And the stomping has commenced.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
One hit. I have Georgia winning, and my other bracket I have Oregon winning. And the Georgia bracket,
they weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Oregon bracket.
Delay of game.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
He's costing me a lot.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Going with the ground game left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Punts it out of the air. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. from the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air, it's Curry. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
This Nevada offense really has it going.
He's had other sheets. One of them had.
Did y'all use it for when Robert was here?
No.
When from the
No.
air mattress?
Well, maybe.
Yes, we used that when I was on. When did we use it?
I told you it was in. Didn't you use that for your bit?
No, I never used it, but I gave him a chance.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they weren't able to make the connection.
Open windows? Yeah. I'll do it.
Looking for an explosive play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Dropping back, it's Curry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game record.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game, but